Strange for his commitment to fight public corruption in this state, and his Special Services Division, which are all behind me at this time, who worked with me on this case and committed 3 years of their life, pretty much, made a lot of sacrifices in this matter. We hope that this verdict tonight will restore some of the confidence in the people of the state of Alabama, that public officials at all levels in the state of Alabama will be held accountable for their actions. Especially those who would betray their public trust and their position of public trust while in office, from all levels, from local, county, and state. Again, we would like to thank the press for your patience. I know it's been somewhat
Alabama Speaker Mike Hubbard has been found guilty of 12
bearing with you folks because of the gag order that you've been under and haven't been able to talk to you. Although we'd like to, again, thanks.
$160,000. Jason Barber, we're going to send it back to you. Of course, we'll have a wrap-up of this shocking development in Speaker Mike Hubbard's trial coming up tonight on Wednesday night at 11.
Mr. Davis, what subsequent investigations or possible indictments can stem from tonight's guilty verdict?
Cannot comment on that at this time.
Are any other investigations underway?
Cannot comment.
Were you surprised by how long it took the jury to reach a verdict?
Not really. This was a complex case, a lot of counts. And, not surprised at all. It took them a while.
Does this have significance going forward to fighting corruption in the state?
Absolutely. This,
Can you explain that?
well, this is probably the first time in recent history that someone at this level in state government has been prosecuted. And, for that reason, I think it makes a statement.
Do you feel vindicated at all by tonight's verdict? Because you and your team have undergone a great deal of scrutiny, not only from the government, but also from the defense team during this entire process.
It's been very trying. It's been really a bad experience. We've been accused of pretty much everything that state officials be accused of during the course of this investigation. But yes, this verdict vindicates us as far as all the allegations made in this case by the defense.
And just to clear the air, were there any political or personal motivations to prosecute House Speaker Mike Hubbard?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
The defense said that you basically failed to prove your burden on everything. What does it say tonight?
On the counts that were not guilty.
Yes, sir.
It was complicated, and there was counts that we understood. We understood fully the jury's verdict. But the significant thing is that he was found guilty on 12 counts of state offenses.
What was the most challenging part about presenting 23 indictments or 23 counts to a jury? What was the most challenging part of that?
Just primarily the complex nature of it and making sure the jury understood the law. Mike Duffy, who's on our team, did a great job with the jury going over count by count and explaining that so they could understand it. It's a complex case.
Would you describe that closing as a home run for you guys? How would you describe that closing with the PowerPoint presentation?
Well, most certainly it's not evidence in the case, but it never hurts when you're able to communicate your position to the jury, and obviously they understood it.
Will the next speaker have a tough role, being in the public's eye, as what just happened here? Will the next speaker of the House?
I don't really know. I'd like to turn this over to Matt Hart right now if y'all want to ask some questions. You got anything?
One more question. Mr. Davis, how do you feel personally to be able to be coming into this case, not from Montgomery, facing off one of Montgomery's most powerful people, dealing with all of this, and then to see more than half of this 23-count indictment guilty verdict? How do you feel tonight?
Well, we feel good about it. We feel good about the fact that this jury sent a statement. They made a statement here tonight.
Just one thing, on the counts that were guilty involving Will Brook, involving the people in that scenario who gave something of value, is there a legal possibility that they could be charged also?
No comment.
Matt Hart, can we ask you a question? I'd like to follow up with what Jennifer said. You, of all people, is who the defense seemed to zero in on those prosecutorial misconduct allegations. Do you feel vindicated tonight, or is there anything you want to say about that?
I feel like our whole team is
Step up to the mic.
vindicated. I'm sorry.
Thank you, sir.
I beg your pardon. I feel like the whole team from the Attorney General Special Prosecution Division has been working for Mr. Davis, is vindicated by this and our methods. We were accused, but at every step along the way, the court never found any basis for those things. And in this kind of prosecution, when you're investigating and prosecuting people at the highest levels of power in government, you're going to get that sort of tactic. And I think it just shows that's what it was, as a tactic. So to the extent we need vindication, I think the verdict gives that.
What was going through your mind during those 7 hours of deliberations?
I don't have any other comment. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.